Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Globin. And I've often received the question about how to travel in China and what about the visa process. Well, actually, many people don't know that if you are from one of these 54 countries, you actually can travel to China through the 144-hour visa-free travel policy. To be eligible, passengers must have a confirmed onward ticket to a third country or region within 144 hours. Starts from midnight on the day following the passenger's arrival. That actually offering a maximum stay of 162 hours, which is more than enough to explore 1 to 2 cities in China. So in this video, we will start from Shanghai and show you a complete travel guide of the city. Now in this travel guide, we'll include the most important tourist attractions, some food recommendations, and as well of the nightclubs in Shanghai. So first things first, before coming to China, you have to keep in mind that China is very digitalized. Here, people don't use cash, nor credit card, but only 2 apps, WeChat or Alipay. And with these 2 apps, you can buy tickets for museums, you can use the public transportation, and you can pay for everything. To navigate, the best option would be Apple Map. We normally use Baidu Map or geode map, but they're only available in Chinese so far. Once you get off the planes, you can take either the metro or taxi. Line 2 gets to the city center within an hour and only costs around $1. If you take the taxi, it will take you around 30 minutes and cost you around $10 to $15. Most Shanghai attractions are in the Huangpu district, which is pretty much gathered. So we are now at the Yu Garden. Here you can scan the QR code and buy the ticket online. This garden, with its simple yet beautiful rockeries, koi ponds, and small pavilions, offers a calm escape in the style of classical Chinese design. If you're interested, you can watch the video before where we introduced the Yu Garden as well as the surrounding commercial areas. So here is the old Yu Garden Street that connects to the city god's temple. Well, on this street you can find numerous amounts of shops that provide you different kinds of snacks, sweets, as well as shopping options. Check this out. This is the famous Shanghai brand for milk candies. It's quite chewy and it's pretty tasty. Look how big it is. It's completely full of soup. Nearby is the city god temple, a Taoist temple that offers a glimpse into traditional religious practices and local snacks. We are in front of the city god's temple. Let's go in and have a look. So you're allowed to enter after paying 10 RMB for the incense. And here you can pray for love, for money, and for good fortune. If you're interested in this kind of experience, you can also visit Qipao Street, known for its traditional architecture and narrow alleyways, where you can experience old Shanghai. Similar style, you can also visit Zhujiajiao Old Town, which is about an hour drive from the center of Shanghai. So we're now in front of Dahuchun, one of the local time-honored traditional restaurants in Shanghai. It is specialized in pan-fried buns. So as mentioned, this is the pan-fried buns. They come in 2 different flavors. This one is the one with shrimp and this one is only with pork minced meat. So inside it's pretty juicy. There's meat inside. The bottom is pretty crispy, but the top is rather soft. So this is glass noodles, tofu filled with meat, and gluten balls filled with meat. So this is definitely enough for 2 people. I'm already pretty full with half of it now, and it only costed 43 RMB. So we are now on the iconic pedestrian street, Nanjing Street. Now this is one of the most important commercial areas, as well as the iconic attraction in the whole of China. At the end of this street is the bund, and from the bund you can see the amazing skyline of Shanghai during the nights. On my right-hand side, you see the Peace Hotel, which is one of the most famous hotels in China. It was used in the past as the state affair. So on the Nanjing pedestrian street, you can find all kinds of high-end shops, as well as brands from all over China. Also here you can find the traditional goods from local Shanghai, as well as some sweets and street food. We are now on the east side of the Huangpu River, and here is all about money. Just joking. Well, we're in the financial district of Shanghai, Lujiazui. As symbolizes on these boards, these are the financial indexes all over the world. And here it's not only about the financials, but also symbolizes the development of Shanghai over the past decades. Now, one thing you can't miss in Shanghai is the skyline. And behind me are 3 super high tall buildings. And on the left-hand side, this skyscraper is called the Shanghai Tower. This is the highest building in China and the second highest building in the world. You want to know what's inside? Well, check out this video. Now, if you want to enjoy the skyline of Shanghai, look at that. That is the Oriental Pearl Tower, which you also can have an amazing view of the entire city. We're now around Xintiandi, another posh area within the city center of Shanghai. This is where the East meets the West, the modern meets the tradition. So within Xintiandi, the architecture is the shikumen style, a typical style in the old times in Shanghai. Now, this is a style that you can find within the city center of Shanghai, although some places are already renovated. Besides the unique architecture here, you can enjoy your time with your family and friends in the really nice restaurants or in the relaxing cafes or during the nights enjoying the live music here. So behind me is the famous House of Blues and Jazz bar. And it's a pretty famous bar, has been here since the 1995. And across the street is the rooftop bar that we're going tonight, the Captain. So that's the end of our first day. As you can see behind me, that's the splendid night view of Shanghai. And that's where we have been during the day, Lujiazui. Now, this is a restaurant that you can have a decent evening and not spending too much cash. Well, although in Shanghai there are a very sophisticated metro system and the taxi is rather cheap, but sometimes the fastest way to get you to the next destination is actually through these bikes. Easily scan the code using Alipay or WeChat, and you can ride the bike for a super cheap price, around $0.2 for 2 hours. So back on track, what do we have on day 2? So we are now at our first destination today, Sinan Mansion. So here is a historical heritage site that features 20th century architecture in Shanghai. This is a place that includes many posh restaurants, fancy cafes, as well as some very high-end shops that sells luxury brands. Including Moutai, China's most famous alcohol brand, and the world's most valuable stock in terms of beverages. So this is their ice cream shop, the flagship shop in Shanghai. They have actually many different flavors, and you can taste the Moutai spirit flavor from these different ice creams. So here is a very traditional old Shanghai style noodle restaurant. Wow, it's really sweet, really Shanghai style. And for all this, only 51 RMB. In recent years, Jing'an has become one of the popular tourist attractions in Shanghai, especially amongst the young Chinese. Now, it is located on the Nanjing East Road in the city center of Shanghai. As mentioned in Xintiandi, this is also shikumen style. And here, also nearby in Nanjing East Road area, there are many entertainment options, as well as many events going on. The western section of Zhangyuan is famous for its commercial offerings, including a wide range of luxury brands such as Louis Vuitton and Dior. So Shanghai is not only a financial center, but also a cultural center of the East. Today we are at the show of Sleep No More. So this show has been performed a decade ago in the New York City. And ever since 2016, it also started production here. And quickly it became one of the biggest hits and one of the most popular shows in the city. It's no traditional show, it's an immersive show that is happening in the McKinnon Hotel, which is a 5-store building. And this behind us is exactly where it happens. We are in the Jufuchang area, which is a famous place for amazing nightlife. So the name Jufuchang is actually named after 3 roads: Julu Road, Fuming Road, and Changle Road. These 3 roads all contain cute bars, clubs, from cheap takeaway drinks to fancy tastes. So we're now at the start of Changle Road, and this is the nightlife in Shanghai. And this is the first bar we're at, and as you look around, there are so many young generation having their drink along the streets. There are many bars in Shanghai, but Jufuchang area is where you could feel the vibe of life and youth. So we have ordered now here Moscow Mule and Passion Light. Let's have a try. Yeah, amongst the Moscow Mules I had before, this one is pretty decent. And let's have a try of this. It's pretty sweet with a strong pineapple flavor. This shop called Lemon Twist has super cheap gin tonics, so let's have a check. So that's really $3 of alcohol. We are on Fuming Lu, and compared to Changle Lu, here there are not that many bars, but here there are some quite unique bars, just like the one behind me, the Lucky Mart. This is a bar with highballs, and here the vibes are pretty chill. Now here is found 158, and in this small underground plaza, there are so many bars crowded here. And there are so many foreigners that comes and enjoys their night. I think there's something going on here. Let's have a look. Here is the famous JZ Club. They provide nice jazz with a cute vibe. As you can see, it's always packed. For day 3 and more, Disneyland might not be that special for everyone, but Shanghai Disneyland just opened the first Zootopia-themed land in December 2023. And here are some other options for you to pick. For a fresh university town feel, visit Wujiaochang Daxue Road. This area is known for its vibrant student life and bustling atmosphere. You'll find a range of cafes, bookstores, and small shops, making it a perfect spot to experience the youthful side of Shanghai. If you like scenery and natural landscapes, then you can't miss Gongqing Forest Park. This large urban park offers a peaceful escape from the city with its lush greenery, walking paths, and lakes. And if you're interested in Buddhism, you can also visit Jing'an Temple, one of the most famous Buddhist temples in Shanghai. Inside, you'll find beautiful statues, including a large jade Buddha and an atmosphere of tranquility. However, keep in mind that the visa-free transit only allows travel within designated areas depending on the region of entry. For example, if entering through Shanghai, transit passengers can travel within Shanghai, Jiangsu, and Zhejiang, which are the most advanced provinces in China. So here's some recommended day trips from Shanghai. Known for its breathtaking West Lake, Hangzhou offers serene natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. Explore ancient temples, traditional tea villages, and the tranquil lakefront. Famous for its classical gardens and water towns, which forms dynamic contrast with its CBD modern area. Check out our previous video for detailed Suzhou. Nanjing, the former capital of China, boasts a rich history and cultural heritage. With over 500 years as the capital for various dynasties, it's one of the 4 great Asian capitals, alongside Beijing, Luoyang, and Xi'an. I'm sure there are places we missed. Shanghai is too big to cover everything. So leave in the comments if you have had other great experiences. Also, contact us if you need help with detailed travel guide lists, ways to get coupons and deals, as well as local food recommendations. Here at Gopin, we discover the real China, connecting the world. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.